Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant.
All right, y'all, this is your boss move for the week ahead. It's a mini career reading for you. So I'm going to pull from the career and monies deck here. What's your boss move for the week ahead? Let's see here. All right, so we have ring. So we got the tower. 4 wands. We got 6 of wands as well. And also the king of swords, okay? All right, so we got ring, financial commitments, long-term investment, career partnership, work together, fulfilling career. So you guys could be in a situation right now where you don't see that at your job, or like I said, you're working on, like I said, creative projects and you're working with certain people. You're seeing that they're not going to take you into a certain type of level, okay? So you're cutting ties to find individuals who align with you, okay, in your career field, okay? Who align with you when it comes down to that overall growth, because you don't want to be in a situation where you're feeling like, burnt out and underappreciated, okay, at work, okay? You guys want to be in a space where you have that King of Cups, okay, that emotional security when it comes down to your work, and you're able to sort of invest, in a right type of manner, because you know what to identify as toxic behavior, okay? You're seeing your environment now. It's like I said, a short-term fix, okay? You guys could be working an odd job now, or just like a job that's not really, paying you your worth and value on the market, okay? You're weighing your options, okay? Because you're seeing that, okay, you know what? This is not going to have me in this position where I'm going to have my financial security, okay? Because you want to be somewhere where you're able to sort of look at your pathway and it makes sense, okay? You guys are looking and say to yourself, okay, this is not making sense. This is not putting me in the right direction, okay? And like I said, guys want to be in a space where you're able to sort of like, have that happiness as far as like, going about, creative projects and looking to see what's going to be able to manifest in the proper direction for you. And also knowing when to, voice out and cut ties with career and, business decisions that don't really have you in the right type of growing process, okay? You guys could be, in the process as far as like, weeding out your team to see, who actually is like, with me growing, and who's just like, here that's like, on my salary roll, and they're not really bringing nothing to the table, okay? You're looking to see, okay, what's going to be the time mode? What's going to be that moment of clarity? You got that King of Swords here. What's going to be that moment of clarity to sort of like, push me in a further direction as far as like making healthy moves for my work environment, okay? Because it's all about, you guys look at the situation from, like I said, from that mental perspective, and what's going to be in your best benefit, okay? You know what's going to be your new beginning, okay? You got butterflies on top of the card here too as well. So you guys are in the space where you had that mental understanding as far as like what's going to be needed to give you that ring of security, okay, for your team, or also for your own personal moves as well, okay? Let's look at the hard truth deck here just to get some further clarity. Let's see here. So we got reality check. You have big dreams, but are your goals achievable? Contemplate fantasy versus reality, because manifestation without work is just illusion, okay? So you guys are in this space where you're like, okay, you know what? What's practical? What's going to give you my success, okay? What's going to be in, something that's going to put me in the right direction, okay? You guys are not going to just hide yourself in this mental perspective where you're having all your ideas and you're not bringing them to the table, okay? Because if you're not actively moving in a proper direction with your team, it's going to fall apart, okay? Because they're not going to be able to read your mind to see what's going on, okay? When it comes down to your creative projects, okay? They're just in your head, and guess what? You're going to set yourself up for burnout and also the tower as well, okay? Because you need to know when to, okay, hey, you want to have that balance. Some of you guys are probably, like I said, working another full-time job, if you have creative ventures that you want to get into. You got to make sure that you put time, effectively on your calendar to say, okay, you know what? On Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm going to work on my creative endeavors, my own personal brand, okay? Like I said, even if it's, like I said, in an office environment, work for somebody, you guys know when to say, okay, you know what? These certain days I need to have, meetings with my staff to make sure that they're on the right page, okay? You're not just in your head thinking that, everybody has it together that there's not going to be any problems. You now know, okay, that communication, okay, and having that good reality check to understand that, things like, I know that healthy boundaries and healthy communication is going to take you further in your career and not have you landing on your face at all. Okay. All right, guys, that's your boss move of the day. Hopefully you guys have a great week. Enjoy your Labor Day.
Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant. Who am I? I'm the greatest. Who am I? I'm getting paid. Who am I? I'm so flagrant.